welcome to an episode of David and Shawn. I'm David.
And I'm Shawn.
And we have a topic to talk about, obviously, or we wouldn't be doing the show. Shawn.
That's not true. We could just get drunk.
Yeah, no, only I don't know how. I mean, we could barely control having a coherent conversation while we were drunk in person and doing the show. If we were drunk over Skype, I might just disconnect my internet and fall on the ground. And
oh man. Speaking of which, we need to get drunk again. I need to come out there pretty soon. I'm gonna try to work that out. Actually.
I mean, you're coming out in September for a wedding, but you should also come out the week after for a concert.
Yeah, but I was trying to come out before then too.
Shit.
I don't know.
You should come out for Suicide Squad.
That'd be nice, actually. We'll see.
Yeah. So what's our topic? I mean, I know what it is because this is one of the topics that we both knew beforehand, so we could prep a list. It should be a little bit of
no shit, motherfucker. You can't spring some shit on me like you did last time, where I'm not like, I don't know what to fucking say, and I'm just like, yeah, this is a conversation with Dave and Dave. Fucking asshole.
Granted, I told you that's why I wanted the show to be in the first place, but you would argue. But yeah, how would we, how are we gonna word this? Is it gonna be?
So, I mean, for me, it's just this isn't necessarily the best. It's just what
favorites?
I actually love.
Our favorite games for every console. That's what we're
I
gonna
would
do.
say
We're gonna be talking crazy video games today, ladies and gentlemen. And we thought it would be fun to take every console. And just maybe rank our top 3 favorite games. Doesn't have to be the most defining game. Doesn't have to be like Shawn said, the greatest game for the system. It has to be our favorites, which usually is going to coincide with the best because our opinions are kind of solidified.
And they're flawless.
Yeah, just ask our wives.
So yeah, right. So I just realized this, but we actually started with 3rd generation consoles. Atari and NES are 3rd generation. I didn't realize that.
I added PC. Is that one of them?
I mean, I guess you could.
I was a PC gamer for a while before I started.
I mean, sure, if you want to, but I kind of realized as I went down these lists,
talking about Pong and shit and arcade games.
Yeah, those are considered first.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna do home console. I guess
right.
change
but those were home consoles though. Like all that shit was,
Yeah, you try moving that shit in and out of your home and tell me how much you want it. It's on a home console.
Right.
Okay.
I just my back.
So I was gonna start with NES, but you said right before we started that you actually made a list of Atari. So
I
just agree with whatever you pick.
Oh man, okay.
I didn't own one. I played it, and it's not. I mean, the only thing I have to add is E.T. Best Atari game.
Oh man, didn't they? They made
playing.
No. They made I think 500 cartridges for that ET game,
and they
buried them out in the fucking desert because they made too many of them.
The game's terrible. I remember playing it before. Because I don't know if young kids are watching this, but we grew up where the internet wasn't prominent until we were in high school. So I played it before the internet was really a thing. So I didn't know that this was a story. I just had a friend that had a lot of games on that system, and I was playing ET. I'm I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And then it was funny to hear years later find out because they did the documentary where they dug them all up and stuff. That game bombed terribly, and nobody knew what the fuck to do with it. Nobody knew how to play the game. It was pretty much 1 or 2 developers. The story of it's so fascinating. They try to rush it out, and it was just 1 or 2. It would be me and you just making a game from scratch in a couple weeks maybe, and that's why you get ET. No,
there's no way. Yeah,
I mean you couldn't do it then. That's why ET was unplayable, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. It just have you ever seen any gameplay from it or anything?
No.
Oh man, it's fucking. You got to YouTube it. You're just I don't know what's going on. Is that supposed to be ET? Am I falling? Am I rising? Are the white dots supposed to be the scientist? Now I'm dead. Now I'm you just don't know.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch.
It's unplayable. And there's a documentary on Netflix I saw about it. Or it was about Atari as a whole, but a good portion was just on that game because it was so fucked.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Man, and actually, it was kind of crazy too. Like when like all the like these consoles were released, they were released a lot earlier than I remember them being
Yeah,
released.
I have
Like, yeah,
Nintendo in 1983. Now, granted,
yeah.
me and my siblings got our first Nintendo. My parents bought it for like a Christmas or something. Obviously, I wasn't born until '86. Um,
Well, like
but
Nintendo
I
didn't get
got.
here until '85, I think.
Oh,
I,
okay. So it was released in Japan in '83, I guess.
I think so.
Okay, I just looked up, or I just looked up the like original release date from it, but it would make sense that it'd be in Japan first. But even so, like I
Right,
obviously didn't start playing like my Nintendo when I was 1 or 2. Like I was maybe like 5 or so. So like
right.
when we got it, I remember I got like 80 games with it. Like there was a shit like.
Oh, we were poor as fuck, man. We didn't have any of that
Well,
shit.
I think so. Yeah, I mean we weren't obviously with 4 kids. And my dad only working. We didn't have a ton of money. I think they got it like my mom like they got it from like someone was selling it with like other games in like a newspaper ad or something, and they're just like my
That's
kids want
awesome.
a game. Yeah. So I remember just like being like I got Mario like 1, 2, and 3 like all at once, like all these games like obviously.
Dude,
Um,
your parents had to love that shit. They're like, virtual babysitter. Fuck yeah.
yeah, we fucked it up though, and we sold it years later to get a Sega that had just come out because seeing Sonic 2 blew my mind. But anyway,
We all make mistakes.
so Nintendo, do you want to give me your list of
Oh,
games you think are, or are you doing
okay.
Atari first?
Well,
I
Atari,
thought
I'll
that
just say,
ET was just the king, and that's all you had to say.
oh, I mean, I think so, yeah. But well, I mean, my pick for Atari, and for me, I just it's only because I've played them. Space Invaders, because I mean, that's an instant classic right there. Double Dragon,
Double
and
Dragon, I played that for the first time 1, 2, and 3 on NES. That was on the Atari. It
yeah, they
must have
have.
looked and played like shit.
Well, oh, it did, but it was still like really fun though.
Damn, because I have
Then
Double Dragon on my NES one.
and
Um,
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Space Invaders. They were all original like arcade games that got ported over to the Atari. But if you like
Yeah.
fucking like, compare to the two, like they look so bad and play so bad on the Atari.
Yeah, so I guess like they were pretty loose with like the rights on video games back then. They
Yeah,
were just like platforming everything back then. And it wasn't until like Sega came along where they were like, "Hey, fuck you guys. We're gonna have our own rights to everything."
yeah,
But yeah, that's all I really got for Atari. I didn't play a whole lot of Atari growing up because I mean, I instantly got the NES, so I'm just like, "All right, well, fuck Atari."
dude,
You
and
know?
the NES. So many memories with that.
Oh yeah.
What are your NES games? Read me your list. I read you my list, and then if we both have, I feel like if we're gonna do like a top three for each system, because doing a top one I think would be way too hard. If we do a top
Yeah.
three for each system, if both of us have the same game in our list, I think that should automatically count, and then we should
Yeah.
narrow those down. Or if we all have different shit, then that's when we're gonna debate.
Okay, so NES, I've got the original Mario, Mega Man 3, and Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
That's bullshit, especially since you left off the first of Legend of Zelda and put in Zelda 2, the game everyone hates, and is like,
That's so
is
funny
this a
because
troll
I'm
level? I mean, that game
yeah.
pissed me off, man. It just like
Uh,
it's so hard. You fight giant horse people. You have to
fuck
walk around and
that.
talk to townspeople that say like one line. It's so fucking hard. You spend the whole you spend the whole game in the first Zelda fucking trying to save her, and then you start two and she's immediately dead again. You're like, man, what the fuck's going on? The game just is it's just fucking bad.
Well, dude, like the first one was just like so
I love
simple.
the first
Like,
one. I know it was. I
yeah.
don't know. I loved it. Okay, so do you only have 3 games on your list?
Well, yeah, you said we're
Oh,
gonna.
I thought we were gonna narrow it down to 3. I just listed
No,
all
no,
the
no.
games
I
on
just
my.
did three for
Oh,
every
all right.
console.
Well, for NES, I got Mario Brothers 3, which I would argue was better than Mario Brothers 1 and 2.
Oh,
Contra.
you know what? You know what? Hold on. I have to retract mine because I forgot that 3 was on that one. So I'm gonna have
eh,
to agree with you. Mario Brothers 3 is actually way
So
better.
on my list, I have Mario Brothers 2 and 3 because
Oh, okay.
so not that there's any knock against one. One's a classic. It still fucking holds up.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, no, you're right.
and the game's
3
older
is
than
way
me.
better.
But 3 is just like one of the, if not the best NES game, and then 2 is just so fucking wacky and original and different,
Yeah.
and like the replayability of both those games are awesome. Contra It's super replayable, especially with fucking 2 players. It's so much fun. Legend of
Yeah.
Zelda. DuckTales. Did you ever play DuckTales?
No, I
The
never
English
did.
game. Oh my god, that is fucking awesome.
That's
And
funny.
Double Dragon 2, especially with 2 players. That game is so action packed, so fun, so challenging, so awesome. And Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game,
Shit,
the Street
I forgot
Brawl.
about
That's
that.
fucking cool.
Oh
So,
man. So
so,
see, there's so many that I forgot. So
so
you can
Legend
go
of
ahead.
Zelda's out. So I didn't leave. I know I'm gonna get shit for not mentioning a Mega Man or a Metroid, but I really honestly think all these other games are stronger. Even I mean, DuckTales is kind of like a Mega Man clone. Like it plays the same, but it's
Okay, so
DuckTales.
go ahead and just scratch everything off my list except for Mega Man 3 because I still think Mega Man 3 holds up. I can't speak about DuckTales, but
Yeah.
I will say your list is better, definitely better than mine. Now that I think about it.
I feel like Mario. I mean, this could top 3 could easily be Mario 1, 2, and 3, but I think Mario 1 is outshined by Zelda, Contra, DuckTales, Double Dragon, Team Ninja Turtles. I feel like Mario 2 and 3 should be there, but there's a case to be made why 2 could be bumped off. I guess.
Yeah, no. Three is definitely better. I can't believe I just forgot all about three.
Because the graphics look incredible. Like it's kind of like, I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, it was one of the last games to come out. I think so. Like you know how games get better as like or like graphics and like what fucking people can do with like the
right.
limitations go on. Like that looks like it could have been like a fucking Genesis game almost.
Well, and I think that's why I had it in my head that it was just another whole console up, just because the first one was just so everything was literally
Four
brick.
blocks.
Yeah,
And the clouds and bushes are the same sprite and all that other shit.
right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would so Mario 3 for sure. You aren't a fan of the first Zelda, right? So you don't want the first Zelda on there.
I mean, it was
I think
okay.
the
I mean,
score, the adventure, like the replayability, it was just so innovative and just so. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it that hasn't already been said. And then DuckTales. What about
I don't though. I've never played DuckTales, but that's
God?
okay.
Such a bummer. I
Uh,
hate you.
okay, so I think we should just both just agree that Mario 3 should probably
Yeah, yeah,
be.
yeah. Mario. So, what are the other two? What would you make arguments for? I still think Mario 2 should be there, and maybe Contra.
Um, well, are we just picking one? Or are we going with?
We're doing top 3.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
what I
fuck.
said. I said like in the beginning. I said that narrowing it down to top 1, I think would be way too hard. I think we should do top
Did you
3.
never? Did you never play any of the Mega Mans?
I did. I maybe because the difficulty. Mega Man. I would say Mega Man 2 is probably my
I always
favorite.
liked harder games though. Like, if it was challenging, I always enjoyed
It
it more.
was. It was just, and it was a little glitchy. It was a little, and it got a little, and like not that, because like the Mario games were hard, and Contra was hard, and Zelda was hard. Like they were all hard. It just, I don't know. I didn't really, and I felt like it was a game like where once you learned the pattern, there really wasn't that much difficulty. But at the same time, like it was kind of unfair in some parts. I just didn't think. And then I played the better Mega Man, which was Ducktales. So
Okay. All right, man. Well, let's just say Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 and be done with it.
all
I'm
right,
just
yeah. I mean, that's fine. 1, 2, and 3. So then next is the Sega, released in '89.
yeah.
You want me to read my list first, in case you have to
Um,
scratch your whole list again?
well, I doubt it though because Sonic 2 is my first one, and Sonic 2 has to be on the
Yeah,
list.
absolutely.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I mean, okay. So mine is Mortal Kombat 2, Earthworm
Good
Jim.
choice.
Now, Mortal Kombat 2 was released on the Super NES as well, but it didn't have the blood, and because I owned all of them, but I kind of like just picked games that I kind of relate to that system. Earthworm Jim was also on the Super Nintendo, but I think it came like later, and I just always relate fucking Earthworm Jim to Sega. Because what I played on Vector Man. Hopefully you played that game. Vector Man is so fucking cool.
I never played Vector Man.
Holy fuck. Aladdin, which even though it's a third party license game, Aladdin for Sega Genesis, they also released one on the Super NES, but it was a different game. The one for Sega is so fucking perfect. The action, like the fucking music, the fucking set pieces, the art design, amazing. Sonic 2, of course, out of all the Sonics, Sonic 2 is still like my favorite. Sonic and Knuckles because it's a good game. And plus, you can plug in. Do you remember
Right.
Sonic and Knuckles?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, did that, yeah.
so did you ever try to play Sonic 2 with Knuckles in it? You can't beat it.
No, I never tried
Because
that.
Knuckles doesn't jump as high as Sonic or Tails, but he glides. So like I found like there's all kinds of ways to like break the game and go places you're not supposed to with fucking Knuckles, so they can climb up walls and like glide around and shit. But you remember the very last boss, Eggman and the giant robot?
Yeah.
You're supposed to hit him like in the stomach, where Knuckles can't reach him. You can't reach the spot where you
Well,
have to hit. So you get all the way to the very end of the game and you can't beat it with Knuckles.
Oh, that
I know
sucks.
it's fucked. I remember being pissed as a
Has
kid.
that ever been tried, or like has that ever been
You know
broken?
what? I could probably find it on the internet. Maybe I was just being a stupid kid. But like I said before, this is before the internet was out. I tried it, and I couldn't hit him. Um,
Well, okay, even with like Sonic, it was hard too, though.
yeah.
I mean, because Sonic would barely be enough. So if Knuckles
I'm gonna
can't
look
do
that
it,
up afterwards. I want to see if anybody can beat it with Knuckles. I'm
yeah.
sure that you can, but maybe I was just
If
yeah.
if you do, I know if you do like the down B spin and then you like jump, and you just like do like that power jump over, you can, and when he does it occasionally come down, and actually when he takes a step, his body like comes down slightly too. So if you time it up just
You
perfectly,
could probably do that too. And then there's
yeah.
a way to make him land because Dr. Robotnik always, this is before he was Eggman, lands. He's always supposed to be facing you. There's a way to get it to where like you get behind him. I think you might be able to hit him from behind easier too, maybe.
Yeah,
If you do it right.
Time.
But Sonic 2, I mean, you fought Metal Sonic for the first time. You had that cool. I mean, like the levels, like. I love the fucking casino level. The fucking chemical plant was super awesome. Everybody drowned. Tails drowned all the time. Always pissing me
Oh
off.
man, and I remember I was playing with my little brother, and I would like give him the controller because
Yeah.
he was like 5 years younger than me.
And you could
And
help out. Tails should go
yeah,
ahead, and Tails
like
could
that's
knock
like
enemies out.
it's so funny because like we figured it out on accident. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
know. And me
yeah,
too, because this is before the internet. It was like by accident. Like, dude, am I moving Tails? Holy fuck.
yeah, yeah, because I was like, yeah, Eric, here you can play, and then I'm just sitting there, and he's just like, but I'm not playing as Sonic. But then he's like, oh shit, I'm playing as Tails. I'm like, no,
That's
you're
cool.
not.
And then you're
But
going
then
off screen and killing him and shit.
oh, and you can, like use him to fuck up everything,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
And in Sonic 3, you can use him even more effectively because he can fly in
Hmm.
Sonic 3. And if you're Sonic, you can, like, jump and hang on to Tails. And player 2 can fly you to places that like, you shouldn't be able to go.
That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty
isn't it?
cool. I kind of really like Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles.
I
But 2
kinda-
just
I'm-
takes the cake, though. Like, 2 just, like, maybe it's just, like, the memories, but, like, it was one of the only mobile games I bought on my phone. And, like, it still holds up. I played that at work all the time. I love it.
Oh, yeah, it's on. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can if you get Final Fantasy 7 on your phone, you can get fucking Sonic.
That's
It's
true.
probably,
That's-
like a fraction of like the fucking data
Oh yeah.
and memory and stuff.
They don't have Final Fantasy 8 on there,
You're
but
good.
they have Final Fantasy 7 and 9.
I mean,
I-
it sounds like they listen to my advice.
Oh, that's funny. No, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's a good story. It's a lot better than a lot of the other ones. That's for damn sure.
I mean,
you
as far
could
as
all,
for not having a story, it kind of like there were some cool moments, like when Tails is flying you and his plane goes down, and you like fucking jump on board like the egg carrier and you ditch him, and then at the end Tails fixes up his plane and comes and saves you while you're falling. Like, I remember being like, man, this is pretty fucking chill.
dude. So there's this thing that it's like a theory, but that Robotnik basically just like captures all the animals so he can count them because he's severely autistic.
I mean, there's not a theory that he's artistic, but about the
Yeah.
animals, yeah, I feel like that might be because everyone knows that that fucking Robotnik's he has some mental issues.
Right.
So, what's your list? So, Sonic 2 makes the top 3.
Oh yeah. What about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game?
So, the game for Super NES, I would say yes, but the Sega version is just like a one-on-one brawler. I owned it, but like as far as fighting game goes, Mortal Kombat takes the cake. And there's other-
I just remember being a little kid and
I play the fuck out of it. Now there's the Power
Oh,
Ranger movie game where you actually are like the fucking like side scroller beat 'em up, which is what it was in the Super NES. But the Sega version was just like a fighter, and like I played the fuck out of it and I loved it.
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's in the top 3 though.
I mean, for me, it was just because I loved Power
Well, you
Rangers.
never played Vector Man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Or Aladdin?
Dude, actually, I did play Aladdin. I did
Oh,
play
you did?
Aladdin.
Okay. And I was gonna say Pac-Man 2, The Adventures, like the Pac-Man Adventures, but I know you haven't played that. It's not a real
No.
Pac-Man game. It's like Pac-Man like has arms and legs, and he walks, and like there's a whole world there's a whole world to like explore. But it's so creative and innovative because you can't control him. He does what he wants, but you're like an outsider and you control him. You can tell him where to look, and if he sees something, he'll maybe like go for it. And you can shoot him with a slingshot and piss him off. And if he's pissed off, he'll like fight people. It's a fucking awesome game. I love it to death, but that game's not going to be on it. Um,
Okay.
so I don't know. I don't know. Read me your list.
Well, actually, that's pretty much all I've got, except
With
for
Sonic
there was
2 and Power Rangers. Your list
um.
is terrible, man.
What? What are you talking about?
Okay,
man?
well then, so by default, I mean your list is like there was like probably like hundreds of games for the Sega Genesis, and you narrowed it down to Sonic 2 and Power Rangers.
Hey man, that's what I grew up on,
Okay,
man.
so I mean you grew up on two games, that's fine. So
Well, I
Sonic
mean,
2 is automatically. I feel like Earthworm Jim is like a classic and needs to be there.
Earthworm
Did you ever
Jim.
play Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As a kid, I always thought he was really gross. So
He's I
I
hate
just
it.
like,
Dude, there's a level where you go down to hell and you have to fight evil the cat. It's fucking awesome. It's hard as
that's
shit too, man. The second game was a lot easier. I never beat the first game. I always got to like the last level and couldn't beat it. The second game I beat though.
oh damn.
Fucking puppy tossing. So I mean, your list is fucking. This is going terrible. So I'm gonna say Sonic 2, Earthworm Jim.
Okay,
and
so
Mortal Kombat 2.
there's a game called Gain Ground. I don't know if you ever played it, but it was actually really fun.
Gang Ground.
It Gain Ground.
No.
And basically, oh man, how do I explain it? Like you have like a bunch of random characters, and basically, it's set up like just like this. Like it's obviously a two-dimensional board, and there's like guys shooting like fucking guns at you and shit like that, and like you would go, you have to look it up.
You played
I
the
used
worst
to.
games as a kid. I want to
No,
go back to
dude,
the NES.
this game was fucking cool,
I'm
man.
surprised you didn't list Final Fantasy on the NES.
No, because I didn't. In all fairness, I didn't fucking play that one.
I played it. I didn't understand it because I was too little and I died all the time.
Fucking dumb, but that's
And I
okay.
always picked the mage who had like the lowest health, and I'm always like, he always dies. I was always going back to town to fucking revive him.
Oh, that's
so
really
for
actually.
Sega, since you didn't have a list, I know you.
No,
I know
no.
you like Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, yeah.
So let's do Mortal Kombat, Sonic 2, and Aladdin since you played Aladdin. Even though Earthworm Jim needs to be there, but you're gaming. Man, you're not even much of a gamer. All right, so Super NES. Did you have a
Well,
Super NES?
There's well, okay. What about that airplane game? It was called. I think it was called like Fire Shark or some shit like that. You ever played that?
We're on through the NES, which was released in 1991. Or sorry, the Super NES. Read me
What
your
now?
Super NES list.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to keep the show
let's-
going. You're not like looking up games because you only made a game. And
No,
just
no, no,
listed
no,
two
no.
games.
Okay, so fucking Super NES. I put fucking I know you're gonna give me shit about this. I already know you are, but I used to play Madden '95 back in the day, and I fucking
I
love
got a
that.
football game on one of mine later on, actually.
Oh, really?
But
Oh,
not,
that's-
but the only
And Mortal
game,
Kombat.
the only sports game I played on like the Sega Super NES system was fucking NHL '95, which honestly should probably be one of the tops now that I think about it for the Sega
Mhm.
Genesis. They're actually playing that in the movie Mallrats, and that always makes me think of like just that time in my life.
Okay.
So you have NFL
Oh, it
Madden.
was Madden '95 and Mortal Kombat and
for the Super NES.
yeah, Mortal Kombat for Super NES.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
grew up-
game as the fucking Sega Genesis version, but they
I
took
know,
out the
but-
blood,
Yeah, I know.
so that's not making it.
Well, I mean, that's what I played Mortal Kombat on. So fuck.
Wow. Okay. I mean, keep going. So far, you haven't listened to a really great game yet.
Oh well, I'm
I
sorry.
just think you probably played like. Did your parents just like get games out of the dumpster for you? Like someone threw
Dude,
this. Someone threw this Madden
we
game
didn't
away.
have games like I didn't have like a lot of games growing up, man.
But like, so I'm even counting games that I didn't own, but like my friends played. So
Yeah.
like, first off, so let me give you my fucking list, which is the list: Donkey Kong
Oh,
Country. Holy fuck, that game blew my mind.
what is it?
Donkey Kong Country.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
okay.
holy shit! I remember going to Walmart and just
I
playing
forgot
like the
all about
demo.
that. Okay, in all fairness, I've played that. So
Good
yeah,
lord,
that
dude, the graphics, like him and Diddy Kong's adventures, riding that rhino. Oh man, like nothing more needs to be said. A Link to the Past, probably my second favorite Zelda game ever. That game is incredible. How can you not have a fucking A Link to the Past on there? Have you ever played Secret of Mana? You
no.
would actually love it. It's a Square game. It's an RPG. It's back when Square was good.
Yeah.
But it's a really awesome game. And then Sunset Riders. You ever played that game? You did.
No.
When me not last time, but 2 times ago when I came down to visit you, we went to that bar that had those arcade games. It's the fucking cowboy game. Remember, you're running across bulls and on horses.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that was for. So I played it for the Sega as well, but the Sega version was different and only had 2 characters and the levels were shorter. But the Super NES version was the fucking arcade version. We had all 4 guys and you had like a bunch of extended levels. That game was so much fun. I played that with Clayton and Travis, and just so many. Like I played that just countless times.
So what about Michael Jackson Moonwalker?
I never played. That was my first time playing that game with you guys. That game was fucking awesome. I think
It
that
was.
is that a Sega? Like, is that probably on the
No,
Sega?
it's actually on a console.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
They
you
didn't
left
know it
off.
had-
And then you left off Mario Kart, which was like fucking huge. Mario Kart, the very first one to the Super NES. That game was a party game. I played that all the time with my friends. And then Mario World, one of the best Marios. I probably like my second.
Oh
or
yeah,
third
yeah,
Mario.
yeah.
Your
Actually,
list is fucking terrible. What are you doing, Shawn? Madden.
Sorry, man. This is all last second. I kind of only wrote down like 2 for a couple of them. Like fuck.
So I don't know. I would say off of my list, top 3 has to be Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, and Mario World. But what do you think?
I would definitely say Mario World has to be on there. Fuck. Say it one more time.
Oh, I had Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Country.
And what else?
Oh, on my other list, A Link to the Past, Secret of Mana, which is that awesome RPG, and Sunset Riders, are all the games that are my personal favorites.
I don't fucking know those, so I'm just gonna go with Donkey Kong, Mario World, and fucking
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with that.
So
Fuck.
PlayStation is the next one to come out in 1994.
Okay.
So this is gonna be crazy.
This is where I started.
So list off all the Final Fantasy games you put on there for me real quick.
Oh, that's so funny. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy Tactics. No, I'm just playing. Except for
I mean, they're all contenders.
They are. But the biggest ones I put on there, Crash Bandicoot 2, because that was fucking like a perfect game. Final Fantasy 7, another perfect game. Star Ocean 2, another perfect game.
Funny story about Crash Bandicoot 2, not to interrupt you, but it was
Fox.
we didn't the Fox game. We didn't have a memory card bought, so we would leave our PlayStation on. We left the PlayStation on for like 2 weeks until we got our mom to take us up and buy a memory card. We just didn't shut it off because we were like, because Crash Bandicoot 2, you had to collect like all the crystals, all the peaches, all the boxes. You can't miss anything.
Dude, I kind of want to go back and play that now. That's how you know it's a good game.
I'm so happy that they're remaking 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation, because I can play them with Lucas. Because now that I sold my Wii, because it's bullshit, I was like, I don't have any games for my kids, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna when Atticus gets older, I mean, he's gonna play all the Fox games.
All the Fox games.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry. Go on.
Yeah. So Star Ocean 2 is a perfect game. I know you never played
it's
it.
It's not
but
gonna make the list because I haven't played it. No one gives a fuck about Star Ocean. But go ahead.
Dude,
I do want to play the new one though because I heard good things about it, and I'm kind of just aching for like an RPG to play.
That one would hold up for you. It really would.
Well,
even to this day, it holds up.
I was gonna say the new one, but I guess I could go back and try to play.
The new Star Ocean is just it doesn't really.
Oh, have you played it?
I'm playing it now, and when I'm at the station,
it'd be funny if you were literally playing it now while you're talking.
And I'm just like, fuck you.
Just doing the grind.
It's okay. I mean, it's just like you can't skip anything. Like the dialogue just kind of like it drags. I don't know. It doesn't launch you into the story like the other ones does. It's just kind of I don't know. It just feels like it's very generic, and
That's
it
a
doesn't
bummer.
have its own traction yet. I mean, maybe it will, but a lot of things that I don't like about it's a lot of things that I've been hearing people bitch about. So I'm like, there's a lot of validity to what people are saying about it. But Star Ocean 2 definitely holds up. Star Ocean 3, that was on PS2 though. That actually holds up. It was actually one of the highest grossing
Are
games
we
on.
on PlayStation 2 right now?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay. I was just checking.
No. But fuck you. And but basically, I'm just saying like the Star Ocean series was good at one point, but it just like all other Square Enix shit fucking goes to shit
Don't
after a
even call
while.
them Square Enix. Don't give them the satisfaction. They're Square.
Right.
Squaresoft. I
The,
don't know
the
why the fuck
Enix
they changed their name and just went
because
downhill.
The Enix fucking got in there and fucked
They went
everything.
immediately downhill. It wasn't just like a slow like drop.
I know.
It's just like, hey, we're Square Enix. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna be shitty now. Yeah, so obviously, like, okay, so my three that I'm gonna throw in there: Star Ocean 2, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy Tactics. So you
Okay,
go.
so here's a real list. Um,
God
okay,
damn.
so you got Crash Bandicoot 2, which is making it. Fuck your other games.
Well,
I can't believe you
I
didn't.
said Crash Bandicoot 2
Yeah,
as well. So fuck off.
that's on top. Yeah, but that wasn't the ones you narrowed down to your three. I cannot believe for the life of me you did not pick Tony Hawk 2.
Oh
Everyone
my.
played that game. That game is
Okay,
fucking
that's not
endless
bacon.
fun. I mean, that game's fucking flawless and perfect and so replayable. And it's
Yeah,
one of the best
if you have,
soundtracks.
yeah, if you have the IQ of a toaster, it's totally replayable.
Dude,
So,
I have no idea what you're talking about. There's like that game was so fucking huge, everybody played it. But
dude, it's just boring now, man.
you were just. I mean,
Oh, I
anybody
did.
watching can see your previous list and then see that you just play like Star Ocean and nerdy RPGs. Like you're not even that real of a gamer.
I mean, you know what? I play RPG games.
So to continue with the
you're
real
right.
list, Crash 2, Tony Hawk 2, Metal Gear Solid. How the fuck did you not pick that one? Twisted Metal 2. What the fuck, Shawn? That game,
Well,
Twisted Metal 2 is so classic. That game is like one of the PlayStation games.
Okay,
It was so
yeah.
fucking
I thought
fun.
we were only picking three.
Yeah,
And
Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy Tactics, NHL Blitz, or no, wait, not sorry,
NHL what?
sorry, NFL Blitz. It was like the
Okay, yeah.
football game where you could just like it was super brutal and you could just like tackle anybody whenever you want to, and like there was just no rules, which is why I fucking liked it. You never played Blitz? Blitz
Yeah,
was like
I don't. Yeah, I did.
oh,
but
it was just super fun.
that
Need for
doesn't
Speed.
hold up to these RPG games. I'm sorry, man. They're just,
I mean, America would disagree with you, and probably so would
yeah,
Japan.
because America's fucking stupid.
I mean, if we're really stupid, then why are we getting Trump as president? Bam.
Case in point, thanks.
Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. That game is like, it was so classic when it came out. The first fucking Spider-Man game. What a flawless, and that was one of the first good superhero games ever. And I remember that
Sorry,
blew up.
you done?
And then Siphon Filter 2 and Legend of Legaia, which is sadly the only RPG you haven't played on the PlayStation.
So I did play Siphon Filter,
perfect.
and that was actually really
That
good.
was awesome. But for me, if I had to narrow it down, it's gonna be hard. But it probably has to be. I can't choose between Crash 2, Tony 2, Metal Gear Solid, Twisted Metal, and FF7.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose for you then.
Crash 2 and
that's-
FF7 are the two tops, right?
Yeah,
The
those
third
are
one,
the two tops.
I would say Metal Gear Solid or Twisted Metal 2.
You can pick the third one, but I'm gonna say Crash 2 and Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 being the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. God, dude, Twisted Metal Gear. They were both so good in different ways. I'll go with Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
Just because that game kind of changed like how I thought games could be. Like that game had like a cinematic story and like camera angles and story twist and like cinematic movies and like epic like fucking gameplay that made me feel like I was playing a movie. Like that kind of like shaped I think what games became. Because now you play like Uncharted and shit and like it's just like an action movie. But Metal Gear Solid, like before that, all these other games we listed weren't really cinematic. So I think Metal Gear Solid deserves that nod for just that alone.
Okay, so moving on to 64.
Yep, 64. Let's see.
So-
I always have to go last to save the thing, so give me your list.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
probably won't even include Mario because you don't know who Mario is.
Actually, my list was Mario 64 and then Star Fox because Star Fox
Yeah,
was fucking cool.
that's the
And
best Star Fox game to date still.
yeah, and Legends of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So those are my
Yeah.
three.
Okay. My list was Mario, 007, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart, Pokemon Snap, and Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I
Ah,
don't think
fuck.
I left Star Fox out even though I love the game. I just didn't have as fun with it as I did all these other games. Turok I know is not a great game, but I just remember playing the fuck out of it. Pokemon
So
Snap's not gonna win. Can't believe you left
okay,
off
so
007. What the fuck's wrong with you?
so I know I completely forgot
And
about it.
Mario
So
Kart, that's still my favorite Mario Kart out of all
okay,
of them.
so I'm gonna go ahead and like narrow this down for you.
Okay.
Since we both chose Zelda and Mario 64, those two make it, and then 007 is definitely gonna be the
Yeah.
third one because I completely
I
forgot about it.
would, if I don't know how much you liked Mario Kart 64, I would argue it should be Mario Kart, Mario, and 007. In Ocarina of Time, even though it's fucking fantastic, um,
I don't think that
you
Mario
would think
Kart.
that Mario Kart's below Ocarina of Time.
No, not yeah. There's
Okay,
no way
okay,
that beats.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that because Ocarina of Time is perfect. Mario though, what a fucking game changer that was.
Oh fuck yeah,
The
dude.
fucking free roam camera and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
even though the PlayStation looked better, like Crash Bandicoot was kind of like Mario's competition. Like that looked better, but like it was a fixed camera and you kind of like was all linear. For them to just like, granted they had to sacrifice the graphics because Mario 64 looked all blocky and shit. The textures
Doesn't
looked
matter.
color.
It was still a good game.
But good lord, like the fucking like just like the innovation of running around, like being able to run around the castle in the beginning was incredible.
Right. That's what that I think that really was a huge innovative part of gaming right there. You
Oh
know.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
Dreamcast came out next. Did you own a Dreamcast? Did you play a Dreamcast?
I say fuck Dreamcast. I'm not fucking doing
Okay.
it.
Well, Dreamcast, I played it. Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, Power Stone Battles, which is fucking awesome. One of my favorite fighting games, and Resident Evil Code Veronica are my picks. And if you're not gonna decide, I do Sonic Adventure, Resident Evil Code Veronica, and Power Stone Battles.
Okay.
We didn't mention a Resident Evil. You know what? Never mind. I have those later on. Next is the PlayStation 2. So go ahead and put your
Yeah.
Star Fantasy Stars and your fucking X2s and all that
What the
bullshit.
fuck are you talking about?
Final
No.
Fantasy
Okay.
X2?
So
Isn't that PlayStation 2? Isn't that garbage
yeah.
on the PS2?
It is, but I couldn't even make it through it to be honest with you. It was so bad. And that's coming from a fanboy. You know, I love my Final
Right. I
Fantasy.
can't wait to hear how many classics you fucking leave off the PlayStation 2. So go ahead.
Oh man, like I'm gonna be honest, man. I rushed through that shit. I really did.
Just go from memory. What did you play? No, never mind.
That's so funny. So, my first pick is GTA San Andreas.
Oh, ooh, I have Vice City on mine. Granted, I liked all three. I like San Andreas and three. I just think that Vice City, I like the look and aesthetic and soundtrack better. Even though three had jetpacks and parachutes, and you could do like dogfights with jets and shit. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was just one of the first ones where you could just mow the fuck people over and just like,
Well,
I mean,
even three. I remember three was just so game changing. I'm like, you can do
yeah.
anything you want to. Like, it was just like I played that game for like months and months without like stopping. I'm just like, this game is just incredible.
Oh yeah,
And then each game, like Vice City and then San Andreas, just kept upping all the shit you could do.
oh yeah. And you could fuck whores. I mean,
Yeah, I
great.
can't argue with San Andreas. Even though I have Vice City, it just I like they both go hand in hand with being great. So I don't care which one. I really don't care which one makes it.
Okay, my second pick is God of War.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
actually this is a game series that I've never played. I'm gonna.
Oh man, you never played God of War?
I'm gonna
I
be
played
a Shawn for a minute. I didn't play it. I know it's a hack and slash with like quick time buttons. So it didn't look too cool, but this new one looks fucking awesome. It looks like they're trying to make it like The Last of Us style. If you saw the trailer for the new God of War.
No, I haven't.
No,
Actually.
okay. You'd be interested.
I've played them all, and
1, 2, and 3, and
yeah,
Ascension.
to be honest with you, it's one of the few series that actually gets better with time.
Okay.
The next one I play is actually better than the last.
I'll play it. I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of fucking collection coming out, and I'll play.
Oh,
it.
there already is. There already has been.
Well,
So.
for the PS4, I know there's one
yeah.
for the PS3. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, and this is just out of nostalgia, and just because we all had such a good time playing it, Guitar Hero 2.
Ooh, I had a Guitar Hero 3 because that was the one that we played them. I mean, we played 2, but 3, I think 3 is what had like Through the Fire and Flames and My Curse by Kill
Oh,
Switch, and
yeah,
it had
yeah.
that Buckethead song. It had YYZ. We did play 1 and 2, but I think 3 is like where we got super into it.
Maybe it was, I thought it, no, Buckethead was on Guitar Hero 2, I thought.
He might have been on both, but Jordan was the song that was on 3.
Okay, maybe,
And it
maybe,
had fucking All That Remains, this Kong. It had Thunder Horse. It had
yeah,
Sisters Fail, which was fucking
yeah.
a terrible
So,
song by them.
just from us playing in the fucking apartment
Apartment all
together.
day long, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
Me,
chose it.
you, Alvin, Chelsea, Dylan, Trev, like
Oh,
Clayton,
yeah.
like I mean, our apartment was a fucking open door.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say
That's
change
why I
it
chose
to Guitar Hero 3, and that's
it.
that game
Okay,
was
we'll do
revolutionary.
that. If that's what it was, then we'll do. Yeah, we
I
should do Guitar.
mean, just like I said, like we played them all, but I think like we played 3 more because it was newer, and I think we liked the songs better on it.
I think you're right. I think now that you say it out loud, I
It
think you're
had
right.
that Muse, Knights of Sidonia. It had Metallica's One, like all like Guitar Hero 3 had all the songs that you and Chelsea would sit there and like try to master. And if you fucked up like once, even if it was like the end of the song, you guys would just start over.
Yeah.
On
And,
fucking
and it's
expert.
funny too because if like you missed like one streak, like we got so competitive at one point
Yeah.
that if like you fucked up at all, man, like that was it.
I
Like
remember
you
pissing you guys off because like I would always just play on medium and I would just and maybe
jump
bass
around.
sometimes. And I would just like I mean, well, yeah. When I played, I jumped around and jumped off the table and headbanged and shit. But no, while you guys were playing, I was always fucking with you guys, like
Oh, of
crawling
course.
all over you
Of course.
guys.
Yeah,
um,
but I actually never got mad like other people did, which is funny
it's a
because
game.
I
All right.
just laughed at you.
So what's the rest of your list, douchebag?
Well, I mean, I only chose three because
Oh,
I thought
okay.
that's what you were doing. Yeah.
So my list is Vice City, Dynasty Warriors 4, Metal Gear Solid 2, Max Payne. I can't believe you didn't pick that. Guitar Hero 3, and then Spider-Man 2, which
So you
is
picked like five. I thought we were going. Okay, see,
no,
that's
no,
why.
no. I thought we were narrowing it down to
Well, like you've like thrown out five on a like you just like throw out all these
yeah.
fucking things.
No, everything has a different like. I didn't really like pick. I kind of limited myself, but there's not like my fucking PlayStation 1 has like 10 games on it. But like I just thought we were gonna narrow it down to 3.
Oh,
So
well, that's why I only chose three to
So
begin
Grand
with.
Theft Auto makes it. Which one you think? You want San Andreas to make the
I want
list?
San Andreas,
Okay,
but
San Andreas is
but
fucking excellent. I can't deny that. Guitar Hero 3.
we'll have to say
Yeah.
that because that was like the start of all the Guitar Heroes.
And dude, did you ever play a Max Payne? Running
Mm,
around diving in slow motion, that shit had never been done before. You could see the bullets come out of the gun. Like, there's so much shit. You
no,
could, like,
but I remember when we lived together, you would shit your pants about this fucking game for like
yeah,
days.
remember when I was excited to go see the movie and it kind of sucked?
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, who I love.
Uh,
Dude, I have to say Max Payne has to be there. What was your third one?
God of War.
Ooh, but I know even though I haven't played that game, I know that like it's one of those games where like even though I haven't played it, I've seen enough, and I heard enough where like I just know it's good.
Yeah.
What game? God of War 1 or 2? I heard 2 is better.
Two is better, so I'd have to go with two.
Man, I don't know.
Dude, I've seen Max.
I just think that it should be.
I just think that the feeling that I got playing God of War 2 is gonna be the feeling that I had playing Max Payne.
Well, you'll never know because you didn't play Max Payne.
You're right, no, but I watched you.
So it's
I
gonna
was-
be GTA San Andreas, Guitar Hero 3, and it's gonna be God of Pain. So moving on to the GameCube in 2001. Did you play any GameCube?
So basically, my list fucking wins. Suck it. GameCube, yeah.
But this isn't like a competition. We're making an ultimate favorite list.
This is the show where everything is a competition.
Oh, the dick show.
I know, right?
So
Okay,
I mean,
so-
I had a GameCube when I lived with you, so like we played it all the time. We were a
So-
melee.
I've got a few for GameCube here. I'm gonna go with Fire Emblem, Smash Brothers, because you have to have that. Soul Calibur 2 because I fucking love that game,
Yeah.
and Resident Evil 4.
Okay, so my games are Mario Sunshine, which is an
Okay.
unpopular opinion, but it's my favorite Mario. Melee, of course, Smash Brothers Melee, which has to be the number one.
Yeah.
Freedom Fighters, which was actually released on PS2 and Xbox, I think. but that's just what I played it on, and I really like the controller. Like the Wavebird's still my favorite controller.
Yeah.
And yeah, Resident Evil 4, the Wind Waker, Zelda the Wind Waker. You
Ooh,
didn't play
okay,
it, but God, it's so good. And then the Resident Evil remake. So before 4 came out, they remade, because I was gonna put Resident Evil on PlayStation, because that game I played so much and it was so hard, but so fucking scary to me as a kid, and I loved it. But they remade Resident Evil on the GameCube, and like it just like they completely redid like new graphics, like the fucking angle, like the fucking camera angles, like aren't as fucking jarring. The controls are better, and you actually when you shoot a zombie and kill them, you have to burn them with a lighter. If you don't like catch them on fire, they'll like come back, which will always fuck with you. It was fucking awesome. And then a game called Beautiful Joe. Did you ever play Beautiful Joe?
No.
Okay, well that's off the list. I would say Melee has to be there.
Yeah,
so
Melee for sure.
It has to come down between Resident Evil 4, Wind Waker, and what was another one that you listed?
Well, I said Fire Emblem or Soul Calibur 2.
Ooh, I would say Soul Calibur. Fire Emblem, I really like that game, and I really like the one, was it Radiant Dawn for the Wii? But Soul Calibur, man, we got so many miles out of that game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with that.
Cool. So I would do, but like you also didn't play the Wind Waker. That game is so fucking amazing and beautiful.
I watched you play though, I think.
Did you? You might have.
So basically,
I feel like Resident Evil 4 is a must, and so is Melee. I feel like those are two that cannot be.
And then you said Soul Calibur for the third?
And then Soul Calibur or Wind Waker.
Okay.
But you haven't played Wind Waker, so let's just go with Soul Calibur, I guess.
Okay, so my list wins again.
Oh, was that your list? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I mean, my list would win if you were a real gamer and played other games.
But I just want this too, so suck it.
Well, no, because I mean, fucking Wind Waker is the better game, but since you haven't played it, we can't vote. Okay, so Xbox, a game system that I did not own, but I had 3 friends that did, so I played all these games extensively. Let's hear your Xbox list.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going first. Fuck you. Halo, of course. Amazing multiplayer. It just, I mean, you don't need to say anything about Halo. It's just fucking excellent.
Yeah.
There was this made-up sports game that was called Death Row, where it was kind of like, it was like arena soccer, but you played it with a hand, like handball. But the whole plot of the game, and there wasn't really that much of a story because it's a sports game where you just did like matches, but you were like inmates. So you could also kill each other. So like it was 3-on-3. So me and Clayton and my friend Brian would play it all the time. And like you run around with the ball, you check people, you take the ball, you throw it into the net, you get a point. Or you can actually fight too. So like you either win the matches by getting the most points, or if the other team dies. So if we were losing, we said fuck it. We just gang up on one guy, kill him, go to the other guy, gang him up, kill him, and like you could just fucking kill the dudes and you'd win that way. And it was such a fun game though. Like it's hard to explain. You just have to play it. But then I also have Prince of Persia 3, because I love the Prince of Persia series. I played. And like I did play them on the Xbox. I know they were available on the other consoles.
Games, yeah, okay,
but 3
good.
because 1 was platforming basically because they all had platforming combat, but 1 focused a lot on platforming, 2 focused a lot on the combat, and 3 I thought was the perfect mixture of the two. So I Prince of Persia 3, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Holy fuck! I played that game with Steven, and damn, that game is good. And then Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, which is the 3rd Splinter Cell. It introduced co-op. And I cannot tell you how fun it is if you haven't played it to play Splinter Cell co-op. It is so fucking fun. It is intense. It can be funny as shit, especially when one person gets found and the lights turn on, everyone's shooting at you, and you're all through running around like fucking morons.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Okay. So mine, it's kind of funny because my number 1 pick was Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Because that game is fucking badass. Yeah. Games like, I mean. It's pretty much a perfect game.
And they need to make a movie based off that.
Yeah. I mean, the world is so fucking huge. So, number 2 pick was Halo. I mean, the first Halo. I mean...
I wasn't a fan of the second one.
No, I wasn't a fan, but the first one I thought was
I
really
like
good.
Donkey's review of the second one.
Uh,
I was scared the whole time.
yeah, it's called Halo 2 because you have two
Two
guns.
guns. So they call this game Halo 2 because you have two guns now instead of one.
Right.
Halo 3, baby. All right.
That's funny. And then my third pick, because I only picked three, was Fable.
Ooh,
Because
I've never played any of the Fables. I heard, you know
Fable
what?
was fun.
I heard decent. I heard good things from you, and then bad things to say from Clayton. So I'm down the middle.
Okay.
So Halo and Knights of the Old Republic make it. I would vote for Splinter Cell 3, but I know that you haven't played it. What about Prince of Persia 3?
We'll go with that one.
All right, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Even though that's
No,
not
no, it's-
okay. So now the 360 came out next in 2005. Which
yeah.
I bought that system just for the first game on my list, Alan Wake. I had a PS3. Me and you were more PS guys than we are Xbox guys. I think you had both though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I had a 360 for a while. And then it got fucked up, and then I switched back to PS4, or switched to PS4 after that.
I bought a PS3 for Metal Gear Solid 4, and then got hooked on Uncharted and Last of Us and all those awesome games. I had a Wii before all that for Smash Brothers, obviously. And then the 360 was the last one I bought. I bought it because I wanted to play Alan Wake. Did you play that game?
No, I never played that.
It's from 3D Realms. I think the guys that made like Duke Nukem and Max Payne, and it's just this survivor horror game kind of action. It's like when it gets dark outside, like all these shadow creatures come after you, and you can kill them with guns and shit, but you need to shine a light on them. So you have a flashlight, but the flashlight like dies, like the fucking batteries go out. You recharge it and shit to find, and like there's sections of it where like you're in the woods, and if your light goes out, like you're fucked. You just gotta run. It was pretty cool. You should definitely check out like the trailer for it.
Okay.
So I got Alan Wake. I got Max Payne 3. Granted, it was on PS3 as well, but I played on the Xbox 360. Max Payne 3 was fucking awesome as shit. It like there's you haven't played any of the Max Paynes, but fuck, dude, you should totally backtrack and play at least this one because it's like the most current one. Like there's a scene, like it's just like crazy action shit. Like there's a scene where you're like in an office and people like SWAT teams are storming through like an office, like a cubicle area, and you're diving over like cubicles, and then, like you can be fucking stealthy about it, or you can just go through guns blazing. But it's just so fucking action packed. There's a scene where you're like on a football field making a drug deal and it goes down bad. And you run into the stadiums and you fight your way like through the stadium seating and through all the background shit up until like the fucking Raptors at the top, and like the set pieces are huge and it's amazing. It won't get picked though because you haven't played it. Gears of War 3, I really like the Gears series, but Gears of War 3 is when it actually decided to have a story and characters you cared about because like, the action's always been awesome.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you took my pick there.
Gears 3, and then how could you not say Left 4 Dead 1 and 2? I don't care which one makes it. Both those games are fucking awesome and perfect.
Those are really good.
And they're Xbox exclusives, and the fact that they haven't done a third one is mind bending. And then Mass Effect and Rainbow Six Vegas.
Damn,
which
dude,
is also on PlayStation 3, I think. Shit. But Rainbow Vegas was so fucking. Me and you played that game a ton, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so now I got to think about it too, because fuck,
so we're
probably gonna pick mostly your shit on that, because I also had Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
And then I had the Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed, the Brotherhood.
I played those games on PlayStation 3, so I have Brotherhood on my PlayStation 1. Just because, because they're cross-platformer, so...
Right.
But Brotherhood, honestly, even though it's on my list, isn't going to make my PlayStation list out of all the shit I have on it, so...
Yeah. And I'm not... I was never huge on Call of Duties or anything like that, but I did like the fourth one on Xbox.
The Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
that kind of changed the game because now Modern Warfare is the shooter.
So that for me was a shooter that had that.
Did you like it better than Vegas though? I liked all the teamwork we did in Vegas, I guess, because it was more like tactical SWAT team other than just running gunning.
I still think for me it was Modern Warfare though. Yeah. That's really what did it for me. So yeah, we're pretty much gonna go with the shit you said though, pretty much, because
which is what? Gears 3.
Yeah, Gears 3 has
on
to
the
be.
list.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead. I would. I'd be okay with saying Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 both.
That's funny. No, I'm
But
gonna say
no.
Left 4 Dead 2.
2?
And the only reason why I want to say Left 4 Dead is because it forced you to work as a team. Otherwise, because like I
And
like
it's the
that.
only
Like
Xbox exclusive we've all listed.
that's true. Because my PS3 list is fucking flawless, and even you will be able to agree with it. So
Oh, okay. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. So, okay, so Left 4 Dead 2, Gears 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would do, man, I don't know. Max Payne 3 was pretty excellent. So was Mass Effect. So was Alan Wake. So was Rainbow Six Vegas.
I'm gonna go with Mass Effect.
And I'm missing BioShock, but only because I haven't played it. But I know BioShock is awesome.
No, Mass Effect was good, so we should go with that.
Mass Effect? Okay. The first
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't play 3.
Yeah.
I want to play 1 and 2. I heard the ending to 3 is disappointing, but I still want to play it before the new one comes out.
So PS3, I'm gonna go ahead and throw out these 3 bullets right here. They're all fucking perfect.
Are
And
there any Naughty Dog games by chance?
just maybe.
Just
So we've
maybe
got.
only.
First one right out the gate, you can't argue with it. You can suck a dick. Last of Us.
Oh, of course.
Perfect. Then the next
It's tied
one.
for my greatest game of all time.
Oh, man, yeah, that one was perfect. Fallout 3, I really loved. I loved Fallout 3,
I
and
associate that with the PlayStation because that's what I played it on.
yeah, and then Skyrim for my pick for.
Really? And not Uncharted 2? Well, you're going to hell for that. So it's going to be Last of Us, Uncharted 2, Brotherhood, Dead Space, Little Big Planet, Fallout 3, Resident Evil 5, and The Force Unleashed.
5 Force Unleashed. Oof.
Dude, I
Okay,
know, right?
those are all good picks, but I would
Force
still
Unleashed,
have.
I knew picking it, it's not going to stand up to anything, but I thought it deserved a mention because even though it was like a shallow game, it was still just so much fucking fun, man. And I love
Plus-
Star Wars, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But
Pick
Resident Evil
it.
5, man, that deserves a little bit. I feel like
It was fun. I don't
it was
think
a
it
ton
holds
of
up.
fun.
Like, it doesn't hold up to Skyrim or Fallout 3 for sure.
I haven't played Skyrim, but I mean, it's just Fallout 3 with swords and dragons.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in a sense, yeah, you're
I would
right.
say Fallout 3, man, but the fact that you don't have Uncharted 2 on here, you deserve a dick in your face. Oh, I also have South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I thought about putting that on there, but I only picked 3. And out of the 3, I go for quality and playability and how much value
So
you get.
we agree on one of the best games in the world, Last of Us, and we agree on Fallout 3, which the
Sure.
feeling I have from Fallout 3. So you are trying to argue for Fallout with swords. I'm trying to argue for one of the best games ever made, Uncharted 2.
All right, well, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have Uncharted 2
You know
because
Uncharted 2 is fucking amazing.
it is good. So I'll let you have it. I mean, to be honest with you, Skyrim is a much bigger and
I can't.
more.
I mean, we already talked earlier about how I can't get into playing it because I'll get lost. I don't have the time.
Oh, dude, it takes so much of your time. I mean, it's literally you can literally play for 100 hours and still not do
I'll
everything.
stick to watching the fucking Donkey video where he has mods of like Thomas the Tank Engine flying around, and werewolves and lightsabers,
Okay,
and
so
Master Chiefs.
does Nathan Drake have fucking Thomas the Tank or Thomas the fucking train come down? No, he doesn't.
So here's the deal: he rides on a train, which is one of the coolest scenes in any game I've ever played. But I never saw the face of the train, so I don't know if it's actually Thomas or not.
What about a crab with a monocle? Was that in fucking?
That's
was
it.
that
This is where I draw the line.
Yeah, was that in Uncharted 2? No.
Chief, let's get the fuck out of here.
So I think Skyrim wins.
No way. So it's Last of Us, Uncharted 2, and Fallout 3. So now we get to the fun stuff. The Wii. The goddamn Wii.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I just stopped looking at the fucking games for Wii because I just got fucking tired.
I mean, so there were some good games on it. So I honestly have to say, even though you're gonna laugh at this, Wii Sports. That was a good ass fucking game. Everyone played the shit out of it. I liked it. It's what most people bought the Wii for. It's how Nintendo fucked themselves because they fucking tailored their business to that crowd who just wanted the Wii Sports, and those aren't people that go out and buy games or new systems or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I have Wii Sports, Twilight Princess, which I think is an underrated Zelda game.
No, that was actually a good one.
It's actually one of the only games that the Wiggle Waggle Wiimote works for. Like, I didn't feel stupid doing the Wiggle Waggle for the sword and the arrow shoot.
No, you should just feel stupid for playing a Wii.
Not at the time, though. The new Super Mario Brothers, the fucking 3D one, it's the one that you bought for the Wii U, it's just a straight copy of this one. The fucking 4-player side-scrolling Mario game where you can all pick Yoshis and shit. That game was pretty fucking awesome. Of course, Brawl has to win. I don't know if you ever played this, but Epic Mickey was an awesome game for the Wii.
Never played it.
It was like kind of like an RPG platformer, but with Mickey. And Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and then Mario Galaxy, and a game called D Blob, which you're just a blob in a black and white world and you color shit. It sounds gay, but it's kind of fun. So Brawl is obviously number one, but what are the other two?
Okay, so my three were Mario Galaxy, Twilight Princess, and Smash Brothers Brawl.
So Brawl and Twilight Princess make it then, because that's our rule. Is if we have the same games, they automatically move up.
Yeah.
And then never mind. I had Galaxy on there too. I just think that Radiant Dawn and maybe the new Mario Brothers are better than Galaxy. But we can go with Galaxy. It was still a good enough game.
I mean, I just played it and I thought it was decent. I mean,
I'm not Fire Emblem for the Wii?
No, I never did.
Oh, it is fucking sweet.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I never did.
No, you know what? I have memories of playing it because that was when you were dating. Your wife doesn't listen to this, right? It's when you were dating Heather.
She knows I dated.
Okay, like, and you guys were like always in your room, just I guess hanging out, not doing anything. Not doing anything that your wife would disapprove of. And you guys were always blasting like, because she was a '90s fan. You guys were always blasting like Fuel and like. I can't say shitty 90s band because I like Fuel and Max Price 20 and shit like that. But, like, yeah, that was a soundtrack to me playing Fire Emblem, which you guys is 90 music from your bedroom.
Well, we were trying to be courteous. That's all I can say.
I would have rather have heard fucking slamming and shit like that. It would have fucking beefed up the, like, intensity of the game. Okay, yeah, we can go Galaxy, Brawl, Twilight Princess.
All right.
Then the Wii U came out next because they rushed the fucking tablet system out.
Yeah, and guess what? I don't give a fuck about that either.
Because you had it and you sold it. There's a whole Nintendo rant you guys can look up. I have the Wii U Smash, even though I give it shit. It's still a pretty good game. Mario Kart. My favorite game for it is actually Nintendo Land. The game that came free with it, where you can do like Luigi's Mansion and the fucking game where it's hide and seek with the Mario. Like, that game is fun as shit. I feel like that's the number one game. Even though it's like a bunch of mini games. I love
Nintendo Land. It's a fucking non-game.
And then Mario Maker has to be up there. If Mario Maker and Nintendo Land aren't up there, that's a tragedy.
Okay, so mine are the fucking. I put Smash on there only because I really wanted that.
It's still a Smash.
It's still a Smash. So it's not a good Smash compared to the last.
We didn't mention Smash 64. You know that's a great game.
Yeah, but that's like all fucking.
It's not as good as 007 or Mario Kart or anything like that.
Yeah, so I will say Mario Maker made the cut for me too,
you better say Nintendo Land.
No, it's gonna be.
We played that game so much when you came over.
Yeah, because it's the only thing we had. That's because the only thing we fucking had.
I know, and it was awesome. You didn't like Nintendo Land? All right, so what's your third pick then? So you have.
So I told you Smash. I told you
Maker, which I also had.
The Maker, and also the Super Mario U.
The cat ones.
Yeah, the fucking
All right, that can do it too. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have the same games on our list because no games came out for the system that anybody gives a fuck about.
Exactly, and they're all fucking. Either they're all kids' games or they're just shitty. I mean, it's sad when everything has Mario in it that's fucking played on this. Like, literally.
They're just kind of stale, too. Like, none of these games are, like, fantastic. They're just like, it's another Mario game. It's a pain by the numbers game. So PS4, when we all jumped PS4.
Yeah, I can't have an opinion on Xbox One.
No, we're not going to do Xbox One because we don't own it.
So.
Yeah, I've never even played anything on it.
Yeah, neither have I. So, basically, I'm just going to tell you my first pick, and it's Far Cry 4. That game was fucking amazing.
That's on my list to play. I don't think it's not going to be a good game. I think your weird claims that it's better than Uncharted 2, it just smells of desperation, and you being high on PCP. But
I don't know. I still think it's better than that.
But I'll have to play it. I can't have an opinion because I haven't played it. Anybody who's played both games would say that you're fucking insane, but yeah, no, I gotta play it and find out for myself. Because the Far Cry games do look fun, and I heard that 3 and 4 are like the best.
Yeah, they're just really fun. I mean, I think they're it's not really comparable to Uncharted 2. It's just not.
No, which is why it was funny that you made the comparison in the first place. You were drunk
Well,
though.
no, I didn't. Honestly. It's funny because you're the only one who has. So yeah, yeah. So what's your next pick?
Oh, I mean, I have a list. I have Goat Simulator, GTA 5,
Oh,
Fallout 4, Batman 3, Shadow of Mordor, Towerfall Ascension, Metal Gear
Tower.
Solid 5, and Doom. They're pretty much all the games I've played on the system, minus Rocket League and Little Big Planet, and The Last of Us remake.
Well, then we can put uh, Fallout 4 on there because that
Yeah.
makes the sure it makes the cut. Because that's on my list too. And then you see, this thing is like my last. I haven't played a whole lot of games for
You played
PS4.
more than me. We both played Doom. We both played Middle Earth. We both played
Yeah,
Towerfall
but
Ascension. We both played GTA 5. If GTA 5 doesn't make it, I don't know what the fuck to say.
I probably would have to put GTA 5 on there because Doom didn't like Doom was fun,
Doom
but
was
like
tons of fun. They did so much right in that game. But yeah, it's a pretty shallow game. Like, it
yeah,
just
it's
is
just
what
like,
it is.
I guess like I just have a high standard on when like on what I if I'm gonna only pick three, like
Yeah.
it's just hard to it's hard to
So,
choose,
GTA 5 and Fallout 4. So we only have one left.
You can pick.
We've both played Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, that was a good game, but it wasn't
I had
like
a ton of fun playing that game.
it was fun,
I
but
hated that the ending boss battle was just like quick time events.
yeah,
Which is
and not
kind of
only
why
that,
I'm not super. I was never super fast to jump onto the God of War train because isn't that the same? Like, isn't every boss just like quick time events?
yeah, to a certain degree it is. I mean,
Um,
you have to beat them. You have to beat the shit out of them before you get to the quick time
oh, okay.
events. So,
I feel you. Did
yeah,
you ever play Batman 3?
no, I
Because the
never did.
reason that I bought the PS4 was for Batman 3, um, and Uncharted 4. Now, granted, you've played Uncharted 4. I have not yet because kids and such. And because like Uncharted is one of my favorite game series. 1, 2, and 3 are all fucking perfect. You're not a fan of 4, which we'll talk about later after I play it, but that's weird. Yeah.
It just got
So everybody's gonna be crying foul that Uncharted 4 is not on our list just because I haven't played it. So we'll do
yeah.
whatever
I
special
mean,
on it.
I don't know.
But you didn't play Batman 3?
No, I haven't played that
Damn,
one.
has the best Joker story I've ever seen in any comic, animated film, series. And the funny thing is, the Joker died in the second game. So you're like, how can that be? They worked the Joker in so well into the story, and they have such a good resolution to a story. I'll have to talk to you about it sometime. I don't know. I really had a lot of fun. I thought Mordor was cool. You haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, even though that story is bullshit, and I give the game a negative review. The gameplay in it is just so fun.
Well, you can't have that one on the list then because I've heard so many things that are.
I know it's because I'm such a big fan of the series. The Metal Gear Solid 5 is just fucking. It just tarnishes everything.
Don't be a fucking fanboy.
But the gameplay is just no. I mean, I'm not a. I mean, well, I am a fanboy, but like
Yeah,
I just have standards, man. They shit the bed. Like,
Okay, so yeah, you can come to terms with the fact they shit the bed.
okay. I mean, honestly, we can go GTA 5, Fallout 4, and Far Cry 4 because honestly, from what I've heard and what I know, Far Cry is, it sounds like it's more in depth and better than Mordor or Batman 3.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah,
for
we
sure.
can do those 3 games.
I agree.
And then you were never a PC gamer, right?
No, never really
So,
PC.
I was a PC gamer growing up, middle school and high school, because my dad has always worked, IT, so he built us all basically our own, like PCs, and we had this giant table in the basement with like 4 fucking PCs hooked up through LAN, and everyone would come over and we would play like fucking games all the time. We'd play Quake and Duke Nukem and all this shit. And I was really into like fucking RTSs. So real quick for PC, I have Duke Nukem 3D, StarCraft Brood War, Quake, Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, and Army Men 2. Did you not play any of those games on the PC?
Okay, I take it back. I did play Age of Empires, and I played StarCraft, and I played.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of RTSs. Age of Empires, Counter Strike.
Civilization, and
Warcraft.
I played a few of those.
I'm not a fan of World of Warcraft, but I really like the RTS Warcraft. Like Warcraft 3 and 2 are some of my favorites.
So I guess I can't say that I never played any of them, but I was just never.
Diablo's fucking awesome. Diablo 2. I haven't played the third one yet. I don't really care to.
Yeah.
I like just those type of games don't interest me anymore. That's why I waited so long for StarCraft 2 to actually come out. By the time it did come out, like 9 years later, I just wasn't interested anymore. But I remember me and Travis looking up trailers for it all the time. Like, man, we can't wait for this game. And when it came out, we were like, oh shit, it's out. But we're on to adult stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like now, it's a lot harder to be satisfied playing any games now. It just
our time is more valuable, man. I can't even replay a game if it doesn't hook me or something. I don't have the time.
Yeah,
you're yawning a little bitch, so I guess we'll cut this short.
I've been fucking taking care of my kid and doing shit all day.
Yeah, but I have double the kids.
Yeah, well, you have double the mistakes then. I'm just playing.
No, I mean, I do. Another conversation for another time. So, all right. Well, yeah, so that was interesting. This is our longest episode, I think. No, it's not. Our drunken episode about video games where we just fucking ran about shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, how many games did we mention through here? I mean, my God.
I mentioned like a billion. You mentioned like 6.
Oh, fuck off, dude. God damn it.
But I'm glad that I mentioned games like Dead Space and Earthworm Jim because they would have got no love from Shawn.
The Dead Space.
The first one, holy shit.
Actually a really good series, so.
I didn't play the third one. 2 was pretty decent, but it went more like action. And then 3rd I heard was like way action. So, alright. Well, I don't want you yawning all over our show, so...
well, suck a dick.
So, yeah, that's our list. Like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff you guys don't do. And let us know in the fucking comments if you want us to talk about anything. As always, I'm David, and Shawn was gay the whole time. Love you, buddy.
Haha. All right. Bye.